Welcome back. It's your favorite weekend show, Weekend Deal, and it is time for the papers with USB.
US deal.
You're making that in dollars.
You guys are talking, and my eyes are focused on the
On the
table.
tape. I'm telling you. But it's all me that like.
And since you guys have been talking, and you're not, your hands are
I'm
not
getting on.
busy.
Your
Your
man
mouth.
doesn't eat food.
Okay.
She eats air.
All right, welcome. Yes, it is a newspaper review segment of Weekend Deal. I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for this segment of the deal. So we start with the blueprint, and just with the story above the masthead. 2027, APC leaders hail as Bichi rallies Kano stakeholders for Tinubu to say president not interested in North Kano, just politics. Why loan apps owners succeed in harassing Nigerians? Investigation. Nigerians ignorant of digital rights. Expert. They take advantage of poor regulatory framework. I almost committed suicide. Victim. Reports harassment, privacy violation to Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, that is FCCPC. Details of all this can be found on pages 8 and 9. Why we find Facebook, WhatsApp operators, Meta, says federal government. Of course, we know that they were fined $220 million for data breaches. Moment of growth, prosperity around the corner, says Tinubu, as he assures Nigerians during the Olubadan coronation yesterday. Now, there's a bit of cartoon here. Aku means parrot in Hausa. Over 70,000 phones stolen in London in 2024. Is Kemi Badenoch listening? Kemi Badenoch is actually the opposition leader in the UK. So now, we often talk down. She's been known for talking down Nigeria a lot of times. And then now you have this criminality being reported. This report actually came out around February. And then I'm just wondering, you often hear the phrase, London use phones. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yes.
London used.
London used.
And so shall it be.
Yes. And criminality is not there's crime everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
It's not particular to Nigeria.
Indeed.
Yes. So it just shows you that we keep working hard and bringing up our good spirits.
Yeah.
All right, from Blueprint to Leadership Weekend, we start with the story just above the masthead. From glory to gloom. From glory to gloom, the dwindling fortune in sports. Details of that are on page 31. This is as we get up for the celebration of Nigeria at 65. Who is to blame for giant of Africa long slumber? Details of that are on page 22. Now, Dangote Refinery cites sabotage in workforce restructure. Details of that are on page 20. Now, how VIP convoys endanger ordinary Nigerians' lives. Of course, do you find that, disturbing sometimes where you have, the speed at which they move and all of that? Sometimes it's actually not good for the road.
Yeah, true. And other Nigerians just joined them. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nigerians just joined them. Once they beat the red light, other Nigerians just joined them.
And that
It
is
becomes-
un-Nigerian.
It becomes chaotic.
It's not
That-
who we are. It's not
very
who we are.
un-Nigerian, yeah.
And it's wrong.
Or who we should be.
Who
Yeah,
should
who
be.
should be.
Agreed.
Now, education law, Northwest leads Southeast trails as 137,000 students receive 99.5 billion naira in 16 months. Of course, you have details of all the regions stated just as the follow-up to that. Southeast leaders beg students from region to make use of opportunity. Details of this can be found on page 4. Now, Olubadan coronation economic pains over. Tinubu assures Nigerians. Details of that can be found on page 10. Now, police confirm 8 deaths in Zamfara gold mine pit collapse. Bandits kill 5 worshippers, abduct others Details of this can be found on pages 7 and 17. Quite sad from Zamfara State there. Jonathan Mack, others meeting private ADC. Details of that can be found on page 6. Now, a lot is going on around the political arena. You know, some people are, urging the former president to, vie for this position come 2027. And then, of course, you expect a lobbying from different aspects. And that's why they're saying it is actually a private meeting. But some are saying it has something, to do with 2027. Well,
maybe there were flies on different walls.
now, we are just, waiting and see what, turns out when eventually they pick their nominees. Now, Benue will honor Audu Obe, says Governor earlier. Details of that on page 14. Sokoto High Court orders WAEC to release result of 47 candidates. Details of that on page 17. Now, that's much we can take from Leadership Weekend. Crossing over to Weekend Trust. Bandit gunned down worshippers at Zamfara Mosque. Details of that on page 16. On page 15, Sahad built from my savings as messenger. I'm sure you want to read details of this story.
Exactly. You read so much about that man. Say never
Dangote
borrowed his dime.
Now, Dangote Group sacks workers, of course, from the previous, paper. We know that they are claiming it's to do with sabotage. Yes. Now, how foods harm you? Details of this on page 4. Foods addictives. Okay, now, investigation. Journalist secures 2 jobs with Oluwole certificates. Details of that on page 8. And that's much we can take from the papers. Godwin Enahina is standing by for the Sports Summit.